Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a compilation of the trip from Chennai to Kanyakumari on July 4, 2024 that Karthikeyan Madhavan and myself Nazir undertook. Our plan was to go from Chennai to Trichy, which is around 320 kilometers. Have a halt there, then from there move on to Kanyakumari for another 300 odd kilometers. Stay in Kanyakumari and vice versa during the return trip. We stopped for dinner at around 7:30 in Manoj Bhavan. We stopped at 99 Cafe at around 9 p.m. There was a variety of different types of water available, which we found very interesting. We took another break at around 10:30 p.m. for a quick tiffin of parota and curd. Our routine was to have food at around 7 p.m. and stop once more to have again a little bit of food at 10, pack something up and have some more food at 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. in the morning. That was the strategy. So we ate little but frequently. As usual, we stopped at places where there were coconut when we needed hydration, especially during the day. We had breakfast next day in the morning at around 8:30 in one of the restaurants on the highway. We reached Trichy in the afternoon. We wanted to get a place to stay in Manji Residency. However, they were not very willing to provide rooms for cyclists. We were of course sweaty and dirty, so we had to look for a different place to stay. There's a place called TMR Residency where the BRM 600s are usually hosted, and the proprietor there was very friendly and he allowed us to book a room there, where we stayed from the afternoon till 5 in the evening. We started from the hotel at around 5 p.m. Our aim was to reach somewhere in the afternoon or in the evening the next day to Kanyakumari. Anyone who is traveling from Trichy to Kanyakumari road are bound to encounter these huge windmill fins that are being transported constantly for maintenance and replacement. It is a sight to behold in the road, blocks most of the traffic, but it's awesome to look at. We faced some difficulties in terms of availability of shops, petrol bunks, etc. during the stretch from Trichy to Madurai, and because of which our breakfast got delayed further and further, which had an impact in the energy level when we were riding through the day. The next problem we faced was the wind. Due to the combination of the three seas at the southernmost tip of India, the wind force was extremely high. There are lots of windmills around, which actually kind of meant that The wind energy here is constant throughout the year, and it was pretty high. We found it very difficult to ride against the headwind, which was much more than what we are usually used to while we ride in and around Chennai. We stopped for dinner at around 8:30 p.m. Somewhere near Tirunelveli, where we met Sundar from Veni Tiffin Center and his brother Esaki. They were helping his dad with the tiffin, running the tiffin center. We had wonderful idli, sambar, and omelette there, which was very tasty, and the kids, both of them, were very nice, very jovial. And Sundar wants to appear in IAS. He's currently doing his 10th standard. He started buying books and started preparing for IAS. Surla is in 8th at the moment. So it was very nice to see ambition in such young kids who wanted to grow and shine. It was very heartening to see this. We reached Kanyakumari at around 1 a.m. on 6th July. We stayed in Hotel Sun Park. It was pretty good for a night stay, and we were leaving in the morning anyway. Unfortunately, we reached during the night, so we couldn't take a lot of pictures, and our pictures were kind of in the dark, so you'll have to rely on the GPS to ensure that we were there. We don't have any pictures to back them up at the moment. But yeah, we finally reached Kanyakumari. So we took rest, stayed there during the night, woke up the next morning, freshened up, and started our journey again. We had a breakfast with our friends who were there to support us, Lavanya, Bhuvana's sister, and Suresh. And they waved us off, and we were off again at around 9:30 in the morning on the return journey back. But then once we reached Tirunelveli, went past that towards Madurai and so on, during the night we actually saw that there was actually no wind. It was dry. So that was kind of surprising, and which made us a bit more tired in terms of energy expenditure and so on. So the return trip from Kanyakumari to Trichy took us way longer than we expected. Primarily because of the heat. It was around 42 to 43 degrees in the morning, and we were struggling to pedal in that heat, keeping the height. We reached Trichy in the afternoon. Stayed in the same place, TMR residency. We slept for around 4 hours, got up, got ready, and were on our way. Since we also needed some additional bib shots because of discomfort and so on, so there was a decathlon in Trichy. So we went there, got some bib shots, and were on our way. It was a relief to finally join back in GST. We had breakfast, idli and pongal in A to B, and also lunch, curd rice in A to B. Again, we were impacted by heat. We couldn't pedal much. We had to take care of the hydration, and it was a slow going during this day as well. The last leg was a little bit difficult during the final 100 kilometers. I made the mistake of taking too much omelette, which resulted in a lot of vomiting and stomach cramps and pain. We cycled through that, but very slowly, and we finally reached Chennai very late at night on 9th. Anyone wishing to try this route, be aware of the headwinds and the lack of shops and support from Trichy to Madurai, and also the heat. So apart from that, it was really wonderful journey, wonderful experience. No CPs, no timings, no pressure. It was an adventure ride. It was very wonderful, supported by our friends from the Bicycle Beast team. So it was a very thoroughly enjoyable event, and thank you for watching.